It's February. I don't know if you're like most people, but hopefully you made some sort of goals for 2023. Why is that important? Because just making goals, you're actually ahead of a bunch of the population. And then when you actually break down those goals, having smaller goals to get you to the big goal, putting deadlines on there, time dates, even having an accountability partner or group, you are setting yourself up for so much success. That being said, one of the biggest goals that most everybody makes to some degree for a new year is in regards to health and fitness. And so I just want to check in. Was that you? Did you have at least one health and fitness goal on your list? Maybe it was as simple as lose weight. Maybe it was more specific, lose 5, 10 pounds. Maybe it was build strength. Whatever it was, if you at all can relate, this episode is for you because one of the main goals that I always hear is about the goal and weight loss and how that is not at all, in my opinion, something that should be a goal in itself. And really what the focus should be is how you are going to get there, because those are the healthy habits that allow you to reach a weight loss goal or a strength building goal in a healthy way and stop with yo-yo, inconsistent, sporadic results, and instead give you results that will last and allow you to be a healthy example to others. So if in any way you had a goal on your list for this year that was weight loss or health related, this episode is definitely for you. Let's dive in. Are you too busy to prep healthy meals? Do you feel self-conscious about your body and your clothes not fitting right, but you don't have time to work out? Does your life feel unorganized and messy? Do you wish you had routines and habits that made health simple, even with your busy schedule? I know, I've been there. Hi, I'm Shan and no one ever really taught me how to eat healthy. I didn't know anything about nutrition, so I found myself eating whatever was easy, which definitely impacted my energy, weight, and focus. That's why I created this podcast, to show you that through healthy habits and time management, you can know you're doing health right. So stop scrolling social, clicking the ads, and buying all the things. Let's grab our Americano and pop in our AirPods. It's time to solve the real problem together. Welcome home. A fresh start awaits. Weight loss is a very real goal for so many people, and I'm not knocking that. It is healthy for people to lose weight, especially if they are having health issues, joint issues, all sorts of different things. But what I want to challenge you today is, what would happen if we stopped focusing on weight in pounds? What if instead we focused on consistency? What if we focused on showing up for ourselves regularly, imperfectly, but consistent? We need to shift our focus. Weight loss will come as a byproduct. It'll come as a result from this consistency, but focusing on weight loss and losing pounds has the potential, and usually is the case for many people, that it starts to cause a level of unhealthy obsession where all we focus on is the weight. We stand on the scale, we look at the result, and that affects how we view ourselves, how we appreciate ourselves, how we let other people view, treat, or love us based on how we view our worth from the scale and that number. And it's very stressful, it's very depressing, and it's completely inaccurate. So what I want today is for us to table that, to completely set that aside and not think about the number on the scale or your clothes size or any of those numbers that just are constantly at the forefront in your mind, because those do not define you. You may have let them have power over you in the past, but those do not define you. I don't know if you watch the show This Is Us. I remember in season 1, I think, there was this moment in an episode that they did so well. It just struck me. It was so good. It's this moment where Mandy Moore, who plays the mom, Rebecca, in the show, she snuck in a quick shower because the boys were watching TV or doing something, and her daughter Kate came upstairs to just kind of hang out with her and was watching her get ready. And as her mom was finishing getting ready, Kate is the daughter, she asked her daughter to go get a certain clothing item out of her closet. So the daughter, Kate, goes and gets it, and as she's handing it to her mom, she looks at the tag, and the tag has an S for small. Before handing it to her mom, she pulled her sweater from behind her to look at her own tag, which says XL for extra large. And there's a moment there where you just see this level of processing and comparison where her mom obviously loves her unconditionally. Kate is a child, and so she is growing up and extremely impressionable, and not realizing what to make of this information, begins to judge herself and view herself and her worth as less than simply by what something on a clothing tag says. No fault to her mom, no fault to anyone in her family. Just being so young and impressionable, this is something that she began to teach herself about her own self-worth. And that scene, that was maybe 30 seconds, just broke my heart, because there are so many people walking around with that same level of judgment about their self-worth based on clothing sizes, based on what the scale reads. And that is just so far from how we are meant to find our worth and find our self-love and others loving us than it's meant to be. And so what I want to challenge you is, if you have this year or ever have had a weight loss goal, is instead to look at that goal and ask yourself, what is my real goal? My real goal is to be consistent, to prove to myself that I am choosing myself because I am worth it. I'm worth the time to exercise. I'm worth blocking off in my schedule something that is going to be a healthy habit. It's good for mental clarity. It's good for self-confidence. It's good just to be consistent and show yourself that you can do hard things. When you're tired, when you don't feel like it, we always still show up for others and our loved ones. And that needs to also include ourselves. So focus on the strength being built, the confidence inside and out, the healthy habits of consistency. This isn't another failed attempt. This isn't something that you are going to stop and quit. What we're building is a healthy lifestyle, and that starts with you choosing yourself to show up, not just in the beginning when it's really exciting, but throughout the journey, on the days when you are extra stressed, extra tired, overwhelmed, you genuinely don't feel like it, and just realizing you are worth it. And exercising and having these healthy habits help to combat all the other thoughts and feelings of stress, worry, anxiety. And the weight goal will come. I think that's something to remember. By focusing on consistency and self-love and creating these healthy habits, we're not actually saying, oh, weight loss doesn't matter. If you need to lose weight, whether your doctor is telling you, whether your own body and joints or anything like that is telling you, the weight goal will come. Or sometimes maybe it won't, because it was never meant to. Maybe you didn't have a realistic goal, but whatever is the healthy outcome, I promise you, you will get there by forming these healthy habits of consistency, building strength and self-confidence. So I just think that's so important to remember throughout all of this, is that it's not about the weight. It's not about the numbers. It's about the process. It's about what happens while we work towards our goal. Our self-love increases. Our appreciation for all that we're capable of, we will begin to surprise ourselves, but then also realize that that is our new norm. We're going to be seeing change inside as well as physically, because it was never about the weight. You need to learn to love yourself, serve yourself, show up for yourself, and to choose you. And that comes from teaching yourself that you are worth it, that you matter, and that these numbers are not what define you, and that you need to learn to love yourself. And that also will help you let others love you as well. Because sometimes we push people away because we're judging ourselves and we're projecting that on them. But we need to stop doing that, and we need to realize that this is an inside job. Nobody can do it for us, but the more that we are intentional and we form these healthy habits, the outcome and the ripple effect in all areas of our life with healthy choices just begins to compound, and it's amazing just to watch it all unfold. So I'm so excited for how this year is going for you, for me. I pray that this episode serves you, and that if you are unsure how to really tackle your schedule or where to start with this mindset shift and with the choices that need to be made, I would love to sit down with you and just chat. So go online, go ahead and grab one of my 60-minute one-on-ones. We will talk your schedule. We will talk healthy focus and habits and how to break it all down and what this can look like for you realistically in your day-to-day, because it doesn't happen overnight, but every choice we make compounds to get us to our goal of healthy habits, healthy living, mindset shift, and in the end, our healthy goals. I hope you're having a great week, and I will talk with you soon. If this podcast helped, challenged, or inspired you in some way, I would love it if you'd do me a huge favor and leave me a review over on Apple Podcasts. It helps me to hear from you and know how this is best serving you. And go ahead and screenshot this and share it in your stories. Tag me at Shannon Marquita. That's ShannonMarqueta. And send it over to a friend in a text who is ready for healthy changes in her life too. Let her know that this episode might serve her as well. I am just so grateful for you and would love to hear from you. Come hang out and let's connect over in my Facebook group, bit.ly.com/afreshstart, or send me a message. I look forward to seeing you back here in a few days.